It's the Bobby Bundoran Show. With special guest, Children of Arkadia author, and Darusha Wehm. Now welcome our host, Bobby Bundoran.
Dear ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. We've been gone for a while, but we're back now, and...
Hey Bobby, you look different. Well, you get some work done or what?
Yeah, thanks for noticing, Georgie. As a matter of fact, I did. Can we take a look at what I used to look like?
Oh, you got a bit of a tan.
More than a tan. After all, I am a collectible action figure. Now, please join me in welcoming Bundoran Press's latest author, author of Children of Arkadia, Darusha Wehm.
Hi, Bobby. Georgie, it's good to see you again.
Hi, Darusha. Hi.
Good old Georgie hitting the convention circuit again, huh? So, Darusha, thank you for coming on the show.
Thanks, it's good to be here.
You're the newest author to Bundoran Press. Why don't you tell us about yourself?
Well, I'm from Upper New Canada originally. I was born and raised in Edmonton, and then I moved to Victoria on the West Coast for a while. And I was an obstruction worker with the federal government while I was there. And then I got on my sailboat and sailed around the Pacific for a few years. Went all the way down to Ecuador in the Americas. Spent a year in Latin America. Crossed the Pacific, spent some time in the Society Islands, in Saguaro and the Cook Islands, in Tonga and Fiji, until finally making landfall here in Lower New Canada, which is where I live now in Wellington.
Fascinating. Now, tell us a little bit about your book, Children of Arkadia.
Well, Children of Arkadia is a multi-generational story of the creation of a society on a space colony. It's an attempt to create a better world. There are lots of big ideas in the story, politics, and neuroscience, and literal world building. But of course, the major selling feature is how humans and artificial minds can live together, if you know what I mean. So I like to say, come for the robot sex, but stay for the philosophical exploration of the nature of freedom.
About sex? Well, I guess we know where the children came from. For those playing at home, Darusha keeps referring to New Canada, a tongue-in-cheek amalgamation of New Zealand and Canada. They even have their own flag. But she does live in New Zealand, and I have to ask the burning question, how did you get there, and were you in any of the Hobbit movies?
Well, when you're floating around in the Pacific, the prevailing winds and currents tend to push everything towards Lower New Canada, though I was actually trying to get here, given that I am a citizen. I wasn't personally in any of the Hobbit movies, though by law, all New Zealand citizens do need to know at least 3 people who were involved, so of course I do. Now, admittedly, one of those is my friend Elizabeth's pet rat, Orville, but I think rats count. I'm pretty sure under the letter of the law, rats count. So, yeah, I know a few people who were involved in The Hobbit, everybody does, but not me personally.
Here I thought everybody in New Zealand was in a Hobbit movie. Well, we'll be right back after this special message from Bundoran Press.
Ooh, hold up there, little sorrel. Looks like someone's blocking the road.
Nerys!
Who are you, stranger? What you doing standing there?
We are the knights who say Nerys! Nerys!
The knights who say Nerys. Don't you mean the knights who say Neat? No, those are other knights. We are the knights who say Nerys.
Nerys! Stop it!
Oh, I get it. You're talking about Breakpoint Nerys, the latest novel by Clark Award nominee Alison Sinclair.
Nerys! Stop it!
Latest in a Plague Confederacy series, Breakpoint Nerys is full of action and political intrigue.
Exactly, and if you wish to pass, you must bring us a copy of Breakpoint Nerys. Nerys! Shh!
You boys mean that copy of Breakpoint Nerys sitting on yonder horse?
Right. What's a book doing on a horse? Nerys! And we're back with Darusha Wehm. Darusha, Hayden Tranholm was your editor. What was it like working with him?
Yeah, definitely. We worked very closely on the editing of the book, and it's much better now than it was when I first submitted it. The ending changed significantly in editing, and it's much stronger now. So I'm very pleased with the way that we work together on editing. It's definitely, it's a joint process for sure.
That's all the time we have. Thank you, Darusha, for joining us on our show.
Great to be here, Bobby. Thanks again for inviting me. And Georgia, give me a call sometime.
I'm going to New Zealand.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Bobby Bundoran, and remember, keep well and keep reading.